Greetings. Let's explore the KSU's AI Tool Interface version 1.2.2. This is an intermediary program for processing your photos using AI in KSU's cloud. We see the settings window. We can change the path for storing temporary files. For example, if you have Windows 11 Home, then most often the profile is located in the OneDrive cloud. If you see OneDrive in the cache path, then it is highly recommended to move the folder to another location. If the internet is poor, you will experience additional delays due to profile synchronization. Here we can select the interface language and theme. The pause before reading parameter is important when your file is synchronized by some other program with the AI tool hot folder. That is, for example, a file was created for you, AI tool was detected, but it cannot be read because it has not yet been completed. This may cause errors in operation. In this case, it is recommended to increase the interval. Or another case, your photo booth writes files directly to AI tool. The guest took a photo, the file was saved, but the guest, seeing the result, clicked retry, and the file was deleted. That is, the file already exists in the database, but cannot be read. This will also cause errors. In this case, it is recommended to set the interval greater than the interval given for reshooting. You need to select the server closest to you. The exchange speed depends on this. In the log we see that listening on both ports was successfully started. If there are errors starting listening, then you need to change the port number. For web interfaces, POTs in the range of 8000, 8999 are usually used. This is a link to the moderation gallery. We'll talk about her later. The first section is generation from text. We select the folder in which the results will be saved. Select the aspect ratio of the generated image. Without coins, the image will have a watermark. With coins, no watermark and will have priority in the queue. Next are two fields, prompt and negative prompt. In the prompt we describe what must be in the image. In the negative prompt we list what definitely should not be in the image. A prompt is usually built according to the following principle. First, separated by a comma, there is a description of the main objects, then styles, secondary objects, additional modifiers, such as color tones or lighting. Many examples of prompts can be found on the internet. Just open Google and search for Stable Diffusion XL prompts. Below are two fields for quickly entering previously used words. Both requests have been sent to the server. The result has been received. Let's open the folder with the results. The next section is generation using photographs. You can create many presets, each of which will contain its own prompt, and they can all be active at the same time. Each preset must have its own hot folder. AI often confuses people's gender or age. Therefore, it is recommended to use a prompt to tell it who exactly is shown in the photo. For example, man, woman, teenager. The first line is a hot folder for pre-moderation. The photos in it go to the web gallery, where we can select a preset with which this photo will be processed. We can also moderate the results. When this option is activated, photos will be added to the results folder only after approval by the operator. There are 4 photo processing modes. Fake photo. In this mode, the AI redraws the photo in accordance with the hint, preserving people's faces as much as possible, that is, the face is copied almost without changes. The original photograph is a reference, that is, people's faces, shapes of objects, colors, and composition of the frame are taken from it. This mode has three sub-modes: processing background and body, processing only body, processing only background. In this mode, the face in the final image may look a little different, but facial features are preserved as much as possible. Here we also specify the folder for saving the results, but in addition we also specify a hot folder with the original photos. Enter a prompt, a negative prompt, and select the aspect ratio. If the selected aspect ratio and the aspect ratio of the original photo do not match, the photo is cropped. In same as source mode, cropping is done to the closest suitable aspect ratio from the specified list. The next mode is deepfake photo. This mode replaces the character's face in a random photo from the source folder with a face from a photo in the hot folder. Only one person is replaced. To be replaced, the face must be clearly legible, that is, both eyes, nose, and mouth must be clearly visible. The fourth mode is background removal. The maximum photo size in this mode is 4096 pixels along the long side. All larger photos will be automatically reduced. Very easy mode. It simply removes everything it considers to be a background and saves a PNG with a transparent background. We can also immediately replace the background with a random one from the specified folder. Let's get a look. Let's make the preset active. Copy the photo to the hot folder. Here is the background we took. We received a transparent PNG. We also received a photo with a new background. The most interesting mode is Fun Photo. In this mode, the AI creates a new photo according to the prompt. The original photograph is a reference, that is, the shapes, colors, and composition of the frame are taken from it. In this mode, there is an option to adjust the ratio of the influence of the original photo and the prompt on the generated image. At the moment, you can choose light. Reference is more important than the prompt. Medium. Both the reference and the prompt are important. Hard. The prompt is more important than the reference. The eye draws a new photo with new characters, and then the algorithm transfers the facial features of people from the original photo to the new characters. To be replaced, faces must be clearly legible, that is, both eyes, nose, and mouth must be clearly visible. Let's see how this mode works. I will use a cartoon prompt. I make both presets active. I save the settings, otherwise the selection of presets will not appear in pre-moderation. I open the pre-moderation page, now it is empty. I copy two photos into the folder for pre-moderation. I choose the appropriate preset for each photo. Photos have been sent to the server. Both results were obtained. Since we have results moderation enabled, photos are not immediately saved in the results folder. I open the moderation page. I approve one photo and send the other for reprocessing. Now I am satisfied with the result. I approve the photo. These photos appeared in the results folder. In order to print or send photo data, you must use other software, for example, KSU Sender. I will not describe the KSU Sender device in this video. I already have a ready-made preset, where I specified the folder with AI tool results as a hot folder. In the preset, I am configured to send by email, download using local links, and also set to print on 2 to 3 vertical sheets with cropping. I go into the gallery and see my photographs. A visual illustration of the difference between the modes is available on the KSU's website. This tab displays a log of all requests for photo processing. Thank you for your attention.